Alright, anime fans. Today, walk with us into the arena of gods and monsters, because Record of Ragnarok Season 3 didn't just continue the tournament, it picked the whole damn thing up and slammed it harder than a stone-cold stunner on concrete. This season is where the series stops playing around and fully embraces what it truly is. A mythological deathmatch soaked in philosophy, rage, and pure badass spectacle. Let's break this beast down properly. Full narrative, no lazy shortcuts. So if you haven't watched it, skip this video cause there will be spoilers ahead. So by Season 3, Record of Ragnarok isn't just about gods versus humans anymore. That shock value already hit. This season is about beliefs colliding, ideologies shattering, and warriors fighting not just to win, but to prove why they exist. Season 3 walks in like the Undertaker's gong hitting the arena, slow, heavy, ominous. You already know somebody's soul is getting buried tonight, the animation improves, the fights slow down to let moments breathe, and the storytelling finally understands that this show's real power isn't just punches, it's meaning behind every goddamn punch. Season 3 continues the Ragnarok tournament, but now the stakes feel heavier because both sides are wounded, gods have bled, humans have died standing, pride is cracked on both ends, the plot doesn't rush, it lets each fight unfold like a tragic play, where victory always comes at a cost. The gods are no longer untouchable tyrants, the humans are no longer underdogs hoping for miracles. Now it's war driven by ego, faith, revenge, and legacy. Every round in Season 3 feels like it could tip the balance of the entire tournament, and that tension never lets go. Season 3 shines because it treats its combatants like legends with scars, not just stat sheets. The human fighters step in with absolute conviction. These aren't people begging gods for mercy. These are men who look divinity in the eyes and say, "You're not special. You can bleed just like me." The gods, meanwhile, feel more human than ever. They rage, doubt, laugh, panic, and break. Their arrogance starts cracking, and that's when things get dangerous. A wounded god is far scarier than a confident one. This season understands that the best fights aren't about strength alone. They're about why someone refuses to fall. Now let's talk about the real meat of Season 3, the fights, because this is where the show hits like a truck. First, Beelzebub versus Tesla is pure science crashing headfirst into goddamn despair. Beelzebub fights like a walking curse, using terrifying vibrations and Satan's power to rot everything around him. While Tesla rolls in with brains, balls, and futuristic armor powered by pure human intellect. The fight is fast, brutal, and tragic. Tesla keeps adapting, pushing humanity forward inch by inch, but Beelzebub's darkness is just too damn deep. In the end, Tesla loses, but he dies standing tall, proving that even a god fears human progress. Now the fight was good, but the animation was lazy. This is one fight where animation could have been better. Instead, Tesla was looking like a 3D figure. Next, let's talk about Qin Shi Huang versus Hades. This fight is elegance versus dominance. Qin doesn't overpower Hades. He outsmarts, outlasts, and outclasses him. The choreography feels deliberate, almost poetic. Hades isn't some screaming brute. He's calm, royal, and honestly terrifying in his composure. This battle is about kingship, about what it means to rule, about bearing pain in silence. This was truly a great battle. And finally, the last fight was Apollo versus King Leonidas of Sparta. Leonidas versus Apollo is raw human defiance, slamming straight into divine perfection. Apollo fights like a shining bastard god of beauty and precision, dancing through the arena with flawless speed and deadly arrows, while Leonidas doesn't give a damn about elegance. He charges in with pure Spartan rage, shield up, fists swinging, and pride blazing. The fight is brutal and personal, with Leonidas breaking Apollo's perfect image inch by inch, but in the end, the god adapts and puts the king down. Leonidas falls, but he does it screaming humanity's refusal to bow, proving even gods bleed when a man stands his ground. Every exchange feels meaningful, and when blows land, they carry the weight of legacy. This fight proves Season 3 understands pacing. It lets tension simmer instead of rushing to explosions. So why it's worth watching? Well, Season 3 works because it understands its identity. It slows down. It adds emotional weight. It improves pacing. It respects character backstories. It lets fights breathe. It stops relying only on shock value. This season feels more confident, more mature, and more intentional. It's not perfect, but it's focused. And that focus elevates the whole damn series. Record of Ragnarok Season 3 is the season where the tournament stops being just entertaining and starts being meaningful. It balances action with philosophy, brutality with emotion, and spectacle with character. It hits like The Undertaker with atmosphere, and Menace the Rock with charisma and presence, and Stone Cold with raw, unapologetic defiance. If Season 1 introduced the chaos and Season 2 sharpened the blade, Season 3 swings that blade with purpose. And trust me, if this momentum continues, Ragnarok is only going to get more brutal, more emotional, and more unforgettable. That's it for today. Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more anime content, and I'll catch you in the next one, my gods and humans.